We'll begin in about 1 minute, just to give you the 1 minute warning. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Blue Devil Motorsports Unveiling event. Highly anticipated every year. I wish I could say that that some of these teams weren't up for the last two nights, but I think we know that might not be true. This is a critical moment where all these vehicles have to be ready to go and rolling. So we're thrilled that that you've come out to see lots and lots of hard work that these teams have put in. You're going to get to see 5 different teams that will be going to international competitions. Thank you to our sponsors that have been here. We'll get to more of that in just a little bit. But I'd like to start things off by introducing our provost to come up here and say a few words. Dr. Heist, if you can please come on down and say a few words. I think we have him. We lost him. I don't know where he went. Come on down, Dr. Heist. Yep, you're up. We're ready. Yep.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to this annual event, which has grown remarkably over the last many years and really impressive. It just is so meaningful to me to see this because of the nature of technology that's infused throughout the entire body of this institution. And it just is impressive to watch the young men and young women who are responsible for these 5 devices that are going to go out and raise the academic reputation of this institution. No pressure, but I mean, that's what's going to happen. And so it's always a pleasure to watch how feverishly and how much energy is involved. But also what's important to me is that we're very concerned about horizontal as opposed to vertical. A lot of collaboration. And this is a very good example because even though mechanical may play a major role, this involves all the departments in engineering, but it also involves the other colleges as well, which is really, really a great opportunity for enhancing the collaborative nature of this institution. So I'm pleased to welcome you all here, and I'm anxious to actually see these new 2025 versions of the Blue Devil team. And I look forward to hearing lots of good news at these various competitions across the country. It's going to be great. So welcome everyone, and let's see what's going on here, all right? Next, Andy.
Next, I'd like to call up the Dean of the College of Engineering.
Good afternoon. It's 12:17. I could not think of an event more important to engineering than the one we have. And I cannot wait until I see these wonderful hardware. I was in this business, I've been for a long time, and I've seen the face of engineering changing in this country for the better. If you go back to when I was going to school, in graduate school, it was all about theory. You know, you had to be good in math, you had to be good in theoretical stuff. So I went through that process, and I'm going to tell you a little anecdote why this is so important. Until I was a professor at California State University, Los Angeles, and somehow by the stroke of luck, a large grant fell into our lap, myself and somebody else. And then we had a NASA person who was a good friend of mine, and he was in charge of to make sure that the project, the $6 million project, which was building a telescope, progressed as well. So our first review, as a mechanical engineer, I started actually designing the telescope and building it, start building. And we had our first review with our NASA person. And, you know, I was presenting the mechanical aspects and the truss behind the telescope and all that. And he turned around and said, "Hey, Maj, what are your top level requirements?" And I froze at that point because I started building something without even thinking about what are the requirements, what are the expectations when this thing is actually done and finished. And that speaks about how engineers were unprepared. So with that embarrassment behind me, it became obvious to me, and I became a believer, that you are not an engineer unless you build a hardware to requirement and testing it to make sure that it works. So that is the philosophy that I bring with myself to, as a dean of engineering, I've been for many years. So I congratulate our students who have been involved in building hardware, and I'm pretty sure you started with the requirement, what do you expect this hardware to do, and what it's supposed to be doing, and you started building it, designing and building it. And I want to wish you all the best and good luck. And the other thing is that if you really want to win, make sure that you complete, which you have done, and test before you go to the competition. Make sure you do a lot of testing. And I want you all, sorry about that. Lo and behold, the gentleman in NASA that was talking about, he's calling me. It's as though he heard me. So I want you all to say, when I say, are we going to win? You say yes, loud. Are we going to win? Yes. Wonderful. So let me also thank the sponsors of the projects. And again, congratulate parents if they are here. And good luck to our students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mimramani. So now we can get to our unveiling part. We're going to work through in alphabetical order, so we're going to work from my right across to the left. Our first team, come on up here and be represented. Gabe, come on up here for SAE Aero Design.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gabe Drazen. I am the technical captain of the 2025 SAE Aero team. And with us today, we have Grady Holmes, our electronics lead, Jonathan Richter, our wing lead, Bartek Rausch, our cross-functional support, Mitchell Brown, our landing gear lead, Jonathan Buckley, our fuselage lead, Michael Weber, our tail lead, and Maria Lomas, our team captain. So our plane is actually hanging above us right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not, I'm just kidding. I'm sure that joke's been made before. Before I talk about the plane itself and unveil and talk about the details a little bit, I really want to thank our sponsors because without them, none of this would have been possible for any of the teams, but obviously with us specifically for these sponsors. I need to thank Peter Barclay specifically. He's been a very generous sponsor, multiple years in a row for us, helped us go to comp last year, and was extremely helpful this year as well. We named our plane this year Silas after his grandson, and we hope to do him proud. Additionally, we have Nancy Fry Sturgeon, who donated quite a bit to us, was very helpful. The Lomas family, Molex, who actually invited us down to their building and treated us like colleagues through this entire process, were very helpful and were a top sponsor for us. Anna Schneider, Nankin Hobby, who is a local hobby shop that has sponsored us for multiple years in a row. It's been really great to work with them. They've given us advice, materials for discount, really great place. And I'd also like to thank Motherson Lumen, who has been maybe our top sponsor this year. They've helped us with financial aid, time, money, materials, and actually are shipping our plane right now. So that's the reason we don't have a vehicle with a tarp right now, because our competition was a week early this year. It's actually next week in Van Nuys, California, April 4th through 6th. So we're flying out this Thursday morning. We have a poster to detail our plane and all the different technical decisions we made. But again, thank you so much to Motherson Lumen for shipping the plane, getting it there, and helping us out through all of this. So unveiling our poster, yeah. I'd like to highlight a few key details. Obviously, the strawberry cow monocoat was a very cool design decision, I think. We are using flaps and winglets this year, which to my knowledge is not a design tool that any previous teams have used, so we're very proud of that, and we think it's going to carry us pretty far at competition. We actually have 2 planes. Pictured there is the second one we built, and they're both in shipping to California right now. We're very excited, so we'll be here to answer any questions. Thank you again to all our sponsors, and yeah, go Blue Devils.
These students are much taller than I am, so we'll do that. All right, next up, we've got our SAE Baja team. So Nathan, if you can come on down and tell us about your Baja vehicle.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being with us here today. We really appreciate you guys coming to see the fruits of our efforts. Firstly, I would like to start off by thanking our sponsors for helping to make this happen. I'd like to thank Molex for allowing us to tour their facility and seeing the electrical components that they have. We would like to thank Flash Steelworks for their continued support for our frame. We would also like to thank Merrifield for their support on our gear case. I would also like to thank Motor City Grind and FST Technical Services for their support and in sponsoring us for the first time. And I would also like to thank Bobby Alton for her for individual support of our project. I would also like to thank the LTU faculty and staff, Professor Adams, Bob Gandolfo, and King Minyi for helping us create this vehicle. A lot of time and effort was put into building this vehicle. A lot of us initially were very uncertain about how we were supposed to do these things, how to create such a prototype off-road vehicle. And I think over the past couple months and almost a year now, we have learned quite a bit about what we should be doing, how to engineer it properly, and how to grow as engineers. And that's what we really wanted to get out of this project, because one of the things that I often told sponsors when I would talk to them is that we did not choose this project because it would be easy. We chose it because we want to learn and how to be an engineer, and that oftentimes means that you have to do things that are very difficult. There was a lot of learning curve to this. I would be lying to you if I said that everything here was easy, but that's something that we wanted because it meant that we would grow. Thank you all for being here. And so I would also like to thank in particular to the Baja team. I would like to thank Brian Gaba, Travis Narducci, Alex Dinda, Courtney Rodabaugh, Daniel Goodman, and Mitri Nadeski. They've all helped really make this vehicle happen. And I would like to show, with no further ado, vehicle 114 for Baja SAE 2025. Some unique features on this new vehicle include an increased gear ratio to help perform during acceleration. That was something that we should improve on for our vehicle. Another improvement is that we increased the space for driver ergonomics. We personally would like to fit between 5th% female to 95th% male heights for our vehicle so that a wide range of drivers can occupy it. We are also, and really we just, a lot of and our engineers spent a lot of time working on the suspension to make sure that there was enough ride, travel, and ground clearance in order to make sure that we could clear those obstacles on the road. Thank you guys for being here, and we would love to answer any questions you have about our vehicle. Thank you.
We're going to try this. How's that? All right. Next up, we've got the Formula Electric. Oh, wait. There we go. It's going out on me. Nick, come on up here, and we'll see if this holds out. We got 2 mics now. You don't need to hold it very close.
Hello, hello. All right, there we go. All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Nick Oda. I am the team captain of this year's Formula Electric team. So our team this year comprises of 20 passionate, dedicated members who each contributed their skills and knowledge and tireless effort to bring this project to life. Without every one of them, this project would not have been accomplishable. I'd like to take a moment to introduce my remarkable leads who, along with the rest of the team, made this project reality. My David Iben Ezrin, my co-captain, my structural lead, Noah Brandow, my vehicle dynamics lead, John Zarek. Hello? There we go. All right, my powertrain. Dr. Gerhardt, yeah, it's cutting out. Go ahead. All right. I'll just do this. How about that? So my powertrain lead, Alex Hall-Marco. This one's works? All right. There you go. My powertrain lead, Alex Hall-Marco. Our RSO, David Koch, and our wonderful advisor, Tim Drotar. Though this is Tim's first year as an advisor, his support, passion, and dedication have helped this team through difficult roadblocks and has led us to success. The 22 new intro project students who have joined us this semester have spent their time learning about the journey that they'll soon embark on after this semester. As a team of 42 students, we will be attending the Formula Hybrid Plus Electric SE event at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, April 28th to May 1st to compete against universities from US and Canada. This year's competition vehicles features an entire repackaging of our powertrain components, redesigned suspension and steering, 504 volts, and a 5.184 kilowatt hour battery pack. And of course, the new color scheme that you guys are about to see here soon. Most importantly, none of this would have been possible without the help of our great sponsors. I'd like to thank Borg Warner, Ford, Special Projects, Eaton, Magna, Axis Engineering, Flat Rock Speedway, Altium, Hot Rods and Threads, and countless others for their contributions to the team's success. With their help, we've raised over $130,000 this year toward the team's success. I would also like to thank Dr. Jawad and the entire mechanical engineering department here at LTU, the LTU College of Engineering, and many individuals that are helping us behind the scenes. I would also want to thank the alumni of Formula Electric for their continuous support and helping us along the way. With that, it's my honor to present the 2025 Formula Electric car, named King Boo.
All right, Dom's going to be our representative. Come on up here, Dom.
Hello, my name is Dominic Catenacci. I'm one of the captains of the Formula SAE team at Lawrence Tech. I would like to thank you all for coming out to see the vehicles we worked so hard to put together. I would like to start by thanking all of our sponsors, namely Autoliv, Durr, Molex, Schaeffler, Prefix, Borg Warner, Magna, and Michigan Fiberglass. I would also like to thank my other team captain, Max Kalander. I would like to thank all of our subsystem leads, Jack Jensen, our chassis lead, Nick Sukup, our powertrain lead. Nick Sukup, our drivetrain lead. Justin Ritson, our powertrain lead. Mitchell Silmeyer, our aero lead. Tyler Less, our electrical lead. And Adam Christie, our suspension lead. I would also like to thank my other team members, specifically Mark Sludlowski and Nicholas Schoen, for spending countless hours in the lab along with us. I would also like to thank the faculty members, specifically Dr. Park, Robert Gandolfo, Kingman Yi, Dr. Jawad, the Mechanical Engineering Department, Rima Doha, Dr. Kafori, and the Fabrication Lab. I'd like to give a special thanks to Bradley Raymond for all the help he's given us throughout the year. And we will be competing at MIS in Brooklyn, Michigan, May 14th through the 17th. We hope to see you guys all there. And without further delay, here's our 2025 Formula Combustion Vehicle.
Thank you. All right, we got one to go. We got the Intelligent Ground Vehicle Competition, and Angela Ladd is going to come up and tell you a little bit about that.
Hello, everybody. My name is Angela Ladd. I'm a senior in robotics engineering, and I'm so honored to stand here to represent IGVC today. I am one of our team captains. We have 5 really dedicated members. Our other team captain is Andrew Turner. Our electrical lead is Costa Castaniotis. Our safety captain is Oliver Pineda. And our mechanical design lead is Andrew Lombardi. So we compete May 30th to June 2nd at Oakland University. So our competition is a lot more local, and it's a lot more programming focused than the mechanical ones here, as we're all robotic engineers. I want to take a moment and thank our sponsors, as they made everything possible. SICK donated all of our LiDARs that we could need now and in the future teams. Molex constantly supports us throughout the years, and we really appreciate the help they give with connectors, wires, anything we need. And then 3 new sponsors we got this year, Autoliv, Lucid, and Small Part CNC. They all made it capable that we got a lot of our materials donated and didn't have to spend a lot of out-of-pocket money, so we really appreciate it. And then also, of course, the staff here at LTU, Dr. Jawad, Dr. Yi, Dr. Singh, Dr. Vejdani, and all of our friends and family. Without your support, we would have never had the motivation to put this together, as 5 people is not a lot. So now we want to introduce you to our 2025 robot, Turbo Blue. Our competition is the definition of small but mighty. You can tell it's not the same size, it's a lot more condensed, but ours isn't so much mechanical as it is programming. This year we're competing in 2 different competitions. AutoNav, which is more of what a car would do on the road, stopping at stop signs, avoiding potholes, stopping for pedestrians, and Self-Drive, which is a line following. Our robot gets completely redesigned every year. This one doesn't look like last year's, next year's won't look like ours. We incorporate LiDAR, GPS, camera systems. It's a lot more programming than it looks like. We thank you all for the support, and we'll be here if you have any questions.
So I want to wrap up with just a few words. These teams were already formed in January of 2024. So they've been working on these vehicles for a long time. A lot of tears, probably some blood, a lot of sweat. Designing, fundraising, manufacturing, testing. There's just so much to go into these. They're extremely proud of these vehicles, as you could probably tell. And we couldn't do this without the sponsors. We couldn't do this without the support of the college, the department. The university gives us laboratories for them to work in that are dedicated to each of these vehicles. So huge thanks just to the community that supported these. They really want to talk about these vehicles. So take some time before we kind of wrap things up later on today. Take some time to visit with each of these teams and ask them about their vehicles, ask them about the competition. We are extremely proud of them, and the faculty advisors, extremely proud of them. Thank you to all the advisors. And one more time, thank you to the sponsors. We cannot do this without the funding to get where we need to go and build these things. Thank you for coming all out. Visit with these teams, say hello. We'll see you again later.